A long time ago, a story was told of a Luo legend who was a mighty warrior from the Sido clan. His name, Luanda Magere. It was believed that his body was made of hard rock and nothing could pierce his skin or harm him. Luanda Magere had fought fiercely over and over for his community, protecting the elders, women, children, livestock and crops from neighboring communities. And each time, he came out victorious together with his fellow fighters. During this time, the Luo were in constant conflict with the people from the neighboring community, and raids were very rampant. Every time the two communities met in a warfield, the neighboring community warriors would be crushed by Luanda Magere. He always triumphed in the war as many enemies fell by his spear, his moves, and his unmatched tactics. The warriors from the neighboring community, tired of being defeated in war by Luanda Magere, they sat down with their elders to discuss the issue at hand. Finally, they came up with a solution: that they would trick Luanda Magere into marrying Lelaya, a very beautiful woman from their community that would act as a sign of peace offering to end the constant conflicts. However, Lelaya's real responsibility was to find out the true source of Luanda Magere's power and how to use that source to defeat him. Though the Luo elders advised him not to marry her, Luanda Magere did not heed their advice and went ahead with the marriage preparations. The elders had no choice but to support Luanda Magere in his decision. And finally, the marriage happened and they started living with Lelaya. A time came when during Luanda Magere's first wife's absence, he fell seriously ill. The local medicine man prescribed some herbs that had to be rubbed on Luanda Magere's body. Since his first wife was absent, the second wife had to undertake that task. To Lelaya's surprise, Luanda asked her to cut his shadow and administer the herbs. At first, she thought that her dear husband had plunged into the pool of insanity. But little did she know that was where his strength lay. After cutting his shadow, she was filled with disbelief when blood trickled from his shadow. Upon this discovery, Lelaya crept out into the night. She quickly ran to her people and relayed this information. The warriors from the neighboring community strategized an attack, and early in the morning, they attacked Luanda Magere and his community unaware. The fight went on for hours and neither warrior seemed to be giving up. But Luanda seemed to be overpowering the warriors from the neighboring communities as he took them one by one. As the fight progressed and the warriors became more tired, no longer having the strength to fight, the warriors from the neighboring communities decided to retreat. They fled one by one as they were not sure if any of them would survive the war. As they were fleeing, one warrior remembered the secret that was shared by Lelaya. He came back running to the warfield. He climbed high up onto one of the rocks so that he would be at an elevated position. He then aimed his spear and struck Luanda Magere's shadow. A big thud was heard, trembling the ground like an earthquake. Luanda had fallen, lifeless on the battlefield. The warrior who had aimed a spear at Luanda Magere's shadow ran back to tell his people what had happened. They were ecstatic about their victory. They celebrated with local brew, music, and dance. Whereas the people from the Luo community were filled with great dismay. following the loss of a great warrior. To date, a rock stands at the spot where Luanda Magere allegedly fell, and locals believe that sharpening your hunting tool on that rock guarantees one of a successful hunt. To Luanda Magere's legend.